what I'm working on today is the door panel. The rivet is broken, so I have tried everything. I'm over this. Here it is. It was that quick. So this is the state of the panels. So I'm gonna cut this out and then transfer it over onto the 1x4. Once you cut it out. God, I hope I don't ruin this. So I drilled the pilot hole and it split pretty bad. So hopefully I can cut this square without it splitting, hopefully. I'm gonna make little boxes and I haven't figured out how I'm doing that yet. So I think I'm done with this for today. Using scrap wood to make my little cabinets on my door panels. So I'm gonna cut this out and sand it down. Wasn't the right size and broke when I tried taking it apart. So this thing's going to be super sturdy, but now I have to cut another piece, so that sucks. Oh well. So it is 100+ degrees outside again. So I'm doing special things in the door panels because I'm just over electrical at this moment. So I'm doing the rivet. So I'm going to put the rivets or plus nuts, whatever you want to call them, in the already drilled holes in the door panels of the van. So what this does is once you put it in here, it smashes it so that you can put a screw in, and then you don't have to worry about what's behind it. I'm gonna make sure it gets tight. I'm gonna take it out. If I had the right drill bit, I could get this out really quickly. Almost. There we go. So it's in there. All I have to do now is put holes in my panel and then I can screw it in. So I'm going to do that on this door and that door, and then I'll come back and screw it on and figure out where I'm going to put my hole. Both doors have all of the plus nuts or the rivets in, so now I can cut the holes in the panels and see if it fits, and then I will do the little shelf thing. If you have a RAM ProMaster and you do want to update your panels on the back, the sizing is 1032s. That's the size of the plus nuts or rivets. Put a couple of brad nails in here. I'm gonna put one on each end, and then I'm gonna take the clamp off. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this one is finished. So you see this one? I'm just going to glue around, and then I'm going to nail it on. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then I need to, this is wrong, so I recut it. So once I have the two built, I'm going to decide which is the which is the driver's side and which is the passenger side. The driver's side, because I have a plug-in there, it's just, I think, a half an inch shorter. It's just a little bit shorter. Also, there's a door cable thing there that I think I'm going to move down a little bit out of the way to give it a little more shelf room in there. But basically, once I have both of these boxes built, then I'm going to decide the placement on this so I don't screw up another two of these. So I have two of these cut out, and I will figure out where the hole needs to go based on my cutout. Because when I cut this out, it's like almost 2 inches too big. So this is just useless at this point. Okay, so I am going to brad nail around like 20 times to make sure it's in there secure, but here it is. It was that quick. So I will be back later, and then what I'm going to do once I get it brad nailed, I'm going to put in wood filler to make sure that it's good and secure. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I hope this, I got a big thing of wood filler because I have a lot of projects. So I have this wood filler, which is stainable. I'm not staining this. I think what I'm doing is probably leaving it the color and just putting a clear coat on so it's protected against the water. So when we open the back doors and it's raining, or if we're doing a shower on the back, then this is protected. But what I'm doing now is doing the wood filler on the inside, and then I will make that real pretty. The outside I don't care about because it will be inside the actual door. So the outside I don't care about. The inside I want to make pretty. So I'm going to be really careful not to get too messy with this wood filler. So I think this is going to take a while. I will come back once that is done, and then I'm going to sand it. Then I will figure out how to cut that. Now to let that wood filler dry. So once that dries, then I can sand that and start the next process. My alarm just went off, my lunch is over. So I am going to make it look better. I'm going to paint it and everything. And I am going to put like little support so things don't fall out. So you can like actually put things in here. Okay, so this is how I'm cutting it. I am cutting it to where, if you can tell, where this comes right here. So I'm able to brad nail this, the front part of the panel on. And then I'm gonna have it come down just a little bit here. Just because, I don't know if you noticed, but it kind of sits at an angle because of how the van is, how the door is in the van. So this is how I'm cutting it. It worked good on the other one. I screwed up on this one and cut way too big. Thought I could trim it and it looked nice, and it's just humongous. So I started over. I'm doing that trick again where I am using the Play-Doh to find the hole so that I can put the screw in the plus nut hole. So that is what is going on now for my panel. So I was thinking I leave it that color, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm probably not. This is what I decided to do. I'm letting that dry outside with my wood pile. But yeah. So I was gonna paint this and the rivet is broken. So I have tried everything. I have tried putting this on the inside. I've done my vice grip and it's stuck. It won't come off. So I think I'm just gonna ruin all this that I just spent. I need this off. So I guess I'm gonna hacksaw a hole and then wood fill it and hope that I can still use this and not have to start all the way over a third time. So that's where we are. And I was also up until about 4:30 a.m. taking a family member to the ER who had a heat stroke. So I'm over this.
Need to confess. Need to confess. Need to confess. Need to confess.
I am so over this. I think I'm just gonna pull this plus nut out and not even use it. I don't know if you can see, but this sucks. I yanked it out. So here it is. Now I need to get another pair of vice grips so I can get this thing off. Ugh. So I had a very crazy weekend, and I didn't film this part of it. So basically I just got another just scrap piece, cut it to size for both sides. It's already primed and painted, but I'm still gonna paint it. I added these two, so it's a little shelf area. So I know it's really ugly. I'm gonna clean it up, and it down, paint it. These should be going on today. The other one is over here. I don't know that I filmed that either. I just added the trim around it. It's a little different. It's a little smaller than the other one, but I like how it came out. I think it'll look really nice once it's painted. It is raining out and I do not care. I love it. Nice and cool California weather. Now to paint. Go, it's drying. Once it dries, we'll get it in. Here we are. Perfect. For a little shampoo holder. We have door panels with shelves. Thank you so much for watching, and come back next week for more of our van build.